What is your name and what year did you graduate from Scotlandville?
Chiquita Vice Washington, and I graduated May of 1980.
How long did you attend Scotlandville?
4 years.
Who was the principal during your time at Scotlandville, and how would you describe him or her?
It was Robert D. West, very calm man, very fair principal, very involved, very engaging with the students.
What was the breakfast and lunch like?
One more time, what was the
Breakfast and lunch like? Was it cooked?
breakfast and lunch was awesome. Breakfast and lunch were awesome. We had real food. They actually cooked, balanced meals. Breakfast and lunch was basically some like people, they try to get lunch tickets from each other, both lunch shifts, like two lunch shifts. We had real breakfast, like grits, eggs, pancakes, stuff like that. Nothing was commercialized.
What class did you struggle in the most? And describe the struggle.
I would say my least favorite subject was mathematics.
Mm-hmm.
I just never really liked math. And I'm trying to remember who was my algebra teacher. Mine, blank on the algebra teacher, but I had Coach Brown, now principal at McKinley High School.
Mm-hmm.
My consumer math teacher. I can't even remember the name of the course. He might have been like consumer business math, what have you. And I would go to him because I didn't understand my algebra very well. And then he kind of helped with someone with solving problems with equations and so forth. And I actually didn't like got a lot, began to like the class. Once I understood how to solve the problems, that was math would be obviously math would be my struggle.
Mm-hmm. Did Scotlandville have any school traditions while you were going there? Like, was there a certain thing that
Yeah. We one of the traditions was that the school always marched at like a homecoming parade.
mm-hmm.
Homecoming was, emphasis out. We had lots of stuff going on. Pep rallies, spirit days. Most of the activities would happen like in the stadium or in the square of the school.
Mm-hmm.
And I still see the tradition going on where they marched in
Southern
homecoming
Parade?
parade.
Yes, ma'am. What was the classroom atmosphere like? And describe your routine when you stepped off the bus, or if you rode the bus.
Okay. I was a bus rider.
Mm-hmm.
Typical routine for me was off the bus straight to the cafeteria, and then I would eat breakfast really fast and go to the office. I was one of the kids that would do like the morning announcements, the pledges,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing. And that was pretty much my schedule throughout the year. And I really didn't like to rotate with a bunch of students to do it. It was kind of like that was became my job. The other kids would not show up. The students, they gotta go your principal set, that kind of thing. Student-teacher ratio then was probably, let's say, 25 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
The larger classes would probably be something like your electives and PE, but teachers, it was a small student ratio, not like it is now, when like 30, 35 to 1, that kind of thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Atmosphere was pretty good. Most of the kids, back in the day, they were pretty typical.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them came from the village concept where you got in trouble in school, you was in trouble with everybody on the block, on your street. Unlike today, where parents, will support their children when their children are wrong. They're least likely to come to school to have a parent-teacher conference or come to school to, for any involvement unless it was sports-related, band-related, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, describe your most memorable moment when you were at Scotlandville.
I got too many.
What is one that sticks out to you?
I would say probably when I replaced Lynn Pratt as Linnell Pratt was the DECA Club president. And then once she graduated, I became the DECA Club president. But I shadowed her pretty much. And my class was like the first class that had taken a trip outside of Louisiana. We went to Florida.
Mhm.
And DECA back then we were very involved. We competed, state level, regional level, and national.
Mhm.
So I would say when I became DECA Club president,
And what is DECA?
Distributive Education Clubs of America.
Mm. And what was the
Did I say DECA?
ma'am?
They say DECA now.
No, ma'am.
DECA was like it was a business club,
Mhm.
and once you was somebody that was interested in like general business, keyboarding, all of business like related elective type classes, then you could get in this class. You co-op two programs there, DECA and the Hero Club.
Mhm.
In DECA, you went to school, like half day, or you went to school like all day. If you were 10th grade, 10th to 11th grade, you pretty much had all day classes, and you would go to work afterwards. When you became a teen, you got out of school and had 2 or 3 classes, left school, and from school went straight to work. That kind of thing. And got jobs for like fast food places, banks, retail establishments. One store that was real popular at the time was PCNY, but I don't even think they're open anymore. I know they're not. Woolworth was the popular store then. Even Kmart. Walmart wasn't even around then. So scary. Winn Dixie, stuff like that. And if you were a hero, that was a club where your job, you were in a food service type atmosphere, and your job was in a food and restaurant type business. So either way, you guys were.
Were you involved in
double credit?
ma'am?
No, I said you got like double credit for the class.
Mhm. Were you involved in any sports or organizations, and what were your role in them?
Well, just like DECA, when I was in DECA, I was a club president. I was in FHA, German Club of America. I was a secretary in that club. I was a student council, secretary of student council. I worked on the youth staff. Which I was involved with. And I was in Honor Society and National Beta Club. Girl, okay, you know what's going on right now? I'm sure nothing else. I didn't play.
Oh, okay. How would you describe SCotlandville's role in the community during the time you attended?
I would say we were very involved. The community actually cared about the school. The kids kind of juniors and seniors when it happened. I want to say probably juniors. Our class was one of the first classes that did a march, did a walkout. When teachers lost right.
Yes, ma'am. I read about that.
that was my group, baby. we did a walkout, and we stayed in the square. It wasn't unruly. Where the kids had police had to come. There was one boy that did some crazy, where he found a cat. And, he threw a cat from the second floor window, but he burned the cat's tail when he did it.
Whoa.
Crazy. Yeah, cruelty to animals. Okay, that's late 70s, 80s. Yeah.
What was the reason for the walkout?
The teachers were on strike. The teachers weren't getting paid enough money. They weren't getting enough support. The school board, people worked underpaid. They went on strike.
And the students did this in support of the teachers?
And we did it in support of the teachers.
What was Scotlandville for you? What did you gain from Scotlandville?
I made some really long class reunion. It was supposed to be going to Biloxi. Um, that, and so we still have, my class, the class of 1980 is a very strong class. I mean, we stay in contact with each other. We attend our reunions, but I would say meaningful relationships, the friendships that I would cherish forever. I would also tell you that my teachers were very caring.
Yes, ma'am.
There's some of my teachers that they're still living, and I'm still in contact with. Like I was telling you about Coach Brown, Armin Brown being the principal at McKinley High School.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, he was a school teacher there. I don't know if at one time Miss Cynthia Dagnon was still involved with the school, and I think she did counseling for a while. I don't know if she retired, but we had relationships, really positive relationships with our teachers. That was when we went to school. Teachers were really here when talking about it. Teachers could literally come to your house, or if you needed a ride home from school, they could bring you home from school, and there was no no one shunned that. No one said, "Oh, I wonder what this teacher doing with this kid."
Yes, ma'am.
It didn't happen. Like now, you can leave the campus with whoever. Let me say, I'm a school teacher now, and our children, we can't giveaway our students. We would have to have a fax letter, sent it to the school, to our principal, in order to bring the child home. And you could live right across the street from me. You know what I'm saying? You could be I could have a relationship with you outside of school, but I couldn't bring you home. Back then, the 70s, 80s, 80s, that, it was like that was a help to the parents. The school, if somebody's house was on fire, or if somebody's parent lost a job, they came together as a school and raise money or did whatever they needed to do so that kid didn't miss school, you didn't miss no meals. I mean, it was a really solid foundation in SCotlandville. I hope it's still that way now. Well, it hasn't changed much.
So, before we wrap things up, what are some words of wisdom that you would give SCotlandville's graduating seniors?
I would say, this is something that my mom wrote in my book, I can remember it. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until good is better and better is best. With that being said, you will have obstacles that will come along your way, and you have to learn how to move around, below, above, across that obstacle to the destination that you want to get to. Don't let nothing stop you. And you have access to ability to so many different things now that I didn't have then. And don't waste your time. Take advantage of every moment. Be a good listener. Be a very good observer. And whatever you choose to do, give it 150%.
Thank you.